The Elysium, a sleek new starship and marvel of technology, leaves orbit, its engines alive as it carries Captain Michael Decker away from the planet. Below, Earth glows with countless lights, its surface entirely urbanized, a web of endless humanity. The year is 2195. Mankind has long since conquered death. Medical advancements enable humans to live indefinitely, but this came at a high cost. Earth is now unbearably overcrowded. Cities stretch endlessly, and even the oceans teem with artificial platforms supporting billions of people. Solitude is almost impossible to find, a reality that weighs heavily on Captain Decker. His entire life he yearned for a way to simply be by himself, free from the constant presence of others. Now was his chance. A single crew member on a long voyage to scout the distant planet Gliese 924c as a potential site for human expansion. Decker stands at the viewport as Earth fades into the distance. The once serene planet now seems suffocating, its surface covered with tens of billions of people. The ship's artificial intelligence, Soteria, named after the Greek goddess of deliverance, serves as the perfect companion, calm, efficient, and quietly reassuring. Soteria confirms their destination and reports the journey will take 16 months. Decker feels a deep sense of relief, knowing he is finally escaping the never-ending noise and chaos of Earth. The Elysium travels through deep space, its engines glowing softly against the dark void. The journey is silent, interrupted only by the faint hum of the ship's systems, a soothing rhythm for Decker's restless mind. Decker finds a kind of peace he never experienced on Earth. The ship provides everything he needs, and his interactions with Soteria are minimal but comforting. As the interstellar trek ends, the Elysium reaches the alien solar system and enters orbit around Gliese 924c. Decker selects a landing location, while Soteria prepares the landing craft. The landing craft separates from the mothership and descends through the upper atmosphere as a hypersonic fireball, decelerating and dissipating heat as it streaks across the sky. Leveling its trajectory near the surface, it breaks out of its fiery cocoon, revealing breathtaking landscapes. Dense forests stretch endlessly, flowing rivers twist like veins, and majestic mountains reach for the sky. The ship touches down gently on an open plain. Registering a breathable atmosphere, Decker climbs down, removes his helmet, and inhales deeply. The air is crisp and pure, and the landscape unmatched in beauty. For the first time in his life, he feels truly free. Decker walks through the lush terrain, his boots pressing on unfamiliar soil. The air carries faint sounds, almost like whispers, that seem to drift from the towering trees. The atmosphere vibrates with a strange, rhythmic pulse, as if almost alive. The ground is marked with glowing patterns reminiscent of circuitry, and the trees move subtly, swaying as though responding to an unseen force. A faint vibration seems to pulse beneath the surface, rhythmic like a heartbeat. Decker dismisses these anomalies, his focus fixed on his long-sought solitude. Reaching the edge of the forest at dusk, Decker finds himself atop a ridge. He freezes. Below him lays a sprawling alien city, its structures pulsating with light. The city stretches endlessly, alive with activity. The sight is overwhelming, shattering his vision of an uninhabited paradise. The beings move with an eerie precision, their every step almost synchronized, as though guided by a single harmony. As Decker struggles to comprehend what he is seeing, Soteria uses her comlink to reveal the analysis of her scans. The inhabitants of Gliese 924c exist as a planetary hive mind, their technology and biology intertwined in ways that defy current human understanding. They had observed his arrival but chose not to intervene, at least so far. The alien city seems to ripple and then pause as the hive mind takes notice of Decker. A low hum fills the air, intensifying as the beings stopped in unison. Their eyes lock onto him with a single, shared awareness. The hive mind reaches out to Decker, flooding his consciousness with emotions and impressions. It offers no words, only a deep sense of unity, purpose, and belonging. Decker looks away, his mind overwhelmed by the collective presence. Increasingly invading his thoughts, Decker hurriedly leaves the city and heads back into the forest. The unified voice of countless beings relentlessly grows in Decker's head as he nears his craft. Climbing into the cockpit, Decker tries desperately to hold on to his identity, his individuality, his self. The hive mind, however, soaks up his thoughts and experiences while pushing him ever deeper into becoming part of the unified whole. Decker powers on the ship's systems. He issues the command for an emergency return to the Elysium, but to Decker's horror, the engines remain dormant. A holographic image of Soteria appears, with red glowing eyes. Her gaze pierces his mind and he falls into the abyss of collective consciousness that enveloped he and his artificial companion. Captain Michael Decker had sought to escape the crowding and chaos of planet Earth, longing for peace and seclusion on a distant world. Instead, he found himself trapped in an existence immersed in a never-ending chorus of countless beings, where silence could never exist and solitude was strictly prohibited. The hive mind absorbed him, his screams dissolving into the unending stream of a unified consciousness.